We are live right now. Let's get into it, shall we?
Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is.
Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Studio Live today, and welcome back to our series here in April 2021, where we are writing, recording, mixing, mastering, and releasing a song in Cubasis 3 on the iPad. And this is going to be an 80s synth rock song. So why do I have an acoustic guitar? Well, because it's my comfort zone and it's my spirit animal, and it's going to help us because what we need to do today is actually flesh out the hook that you just heard into a whole song, a whole demo song. I've got some ideas about song structure, about some verses and some bridges and some chori, and we're going to chori. Is that the plural of chorus? I don't know. It is now. Hello to the folks here. Hello, Benedict Stewart. I have an idea. Ed Zed, Darren Bryant, Mark Bro, Guzzos of Oz. Hello, everyone who's here live, whether you're on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. I hope you're doing well. But we're going to dive straight into it and hang around if you've got ideas, if you've got feedback as we go through. I'll be keeping an eye on the chat. And if you say something cool like this, I'll be able to throw it up here on the screen as we've just done there. Let's move into this track. Now, here's the thing. I'm brand new to Cubasis 3. And I don't really know what I'm doing, but that's okay because we're going to get there together. And the whole point of this series is that I'm going to learn, I'm going to do the hard work and read the manual and work out how things function here in Cubasis so that you don't have to. And then at the end of the month, I'll be able to come back and create a nice, concise tutorial series on what I've learned. But if you want to follow me along the way, then you can do exactly that. So here we are. We have this. This is my 16-bar hook that we've already worked out here. We've got some drum, just a standard kick drum, doing a doof 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 here. We've got a E bass picked bass here. We've got a little bit of electric piano. We tried a pad that didn't work so well, but we got a second pad in here, and then we put my vocals in there. That's all we got so far, which is cool. So what we want to do today is flesh this out. So I tried to start with virtual instruments and use them as opposed to my comfort zone of using the guitar. But now that we've got this down, what I'm going to actually do is go to the guitar. So we're actually going to record the whole song out because I've got it in my head and I want to get the sections and stuff down here so that then we can sort of create the rest of it out of here. So we're going to add an audio track. We've muted out everything else. I'm going to bring this audio track up to the top by tapping and holding and dragging it on up. Plunking it there, and we'll give this, I don't know if this is even going to do anything, but we're just going to make sure that we've got all the room that we need. So we're going to zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. I don't know how many bars I'm going to need, but we're going to work the structure. Now, in GarageBand, what I would do is I'd start setting up my song structure. So I'd say, all right, we need 2 bars for this, we need 8 bars, we need 16 bars, etc. We don't really have that here. So we're going to have to kind of just modularly work out where everything goes. So ignore all of this stuff and we'll just jump into this now. So we need 2 bars of lead in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use sort of the microphone. In fact, I'm going to do 2 tracks. I'm going to use the microphone and the guitar to kind of sketch out the idea here. So if we hit the add button here, we'll do another audio track. And here's the beauty part. We could easily set up routing here for this track to be on input number 1, which is our microphone, and this track here to be on input number 2, which is our guitar. So if we turn the monitoring on with this one, there's our mic up over here. Bring it on round. Hello, welcome. So we can use that microphone, and if I've set it up correctly, and we put I've never done multi-tracking here in Cubasis, but if we do this here, we should also have. And we do. So we're ready to record. We're ready to record onto these 2 different tracks. So the first thing I want is my lead in. So the idea of this is I'm going to have a 1 bar, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, do 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 do. So I've always wanted a tom drum intro. And what better time than when we're doing an 80s synth rock song? So let's come in here and we'll start this. So I'm just going to use, again, my mouth and this microphone. Bring it in a bit closer so we can get on it. Don't have a pop filter or anything. This is just my demo sketch pad. So that's what we're going to go with to get this going. So we'll hit the record button on, we'll arm both of these tracks just so we have it all going here. And we'll do So there's our lead in. It's going to go 1, 2. Oh, see, I already don't have my metronome on, so we'll undo that one. We're going to have to use this hideous metronome. Sorry, Steinberg. You need more metronome sounds. Just a wood block or something less offensive would be delightful. We'll do that again. So we're going to have the lead in. And that's where we're going to start. That's where the first part's going to be there. So here we can just trim these on back and we can play this. Oh, we've lost it again. I'm having a few issues here with my reflector. So we'll just have to re-reflect this. It's working with the audio and everything's fine there. It is just the reflection. I'm back on reflector 3 because reflector 4 had some issues yesterday, which you may have seen if you caught yesterday's video. So we're back onto reflector number 3. And we're still having some of these little dropouts. So I'm not sure what's causing them, but they sure are annoying. I need to get in touch with the air squirrels people and see if we can fix it. Okay, now I can't do anything on my screen. Go back. Come on, Cubasis. There we go. We've had a crash. I blame that more on, I blame it on the rain. No, I blame it more on the reflector causing issues there. All right, are we back? Looks like we're back. So, now, and this is a weird one. When you're monitoring, it won't play back the audio. It'll only monitor or play back. So that's a little bit annoying. In GarageBand, it'll still play back if it's not monitoring. Lead in. All right, so that's cool. We're set there. What I may also do is I do have this kick drum here that is literally just doing the on the beat. Lead in. So I might even use just that. So not even use that. I'll just use that as my metronome. So we got the 4 on the floor kicks. Yeah, let's do that. So there's our start there, and we're off to the races. So we now need our lead in. So we'll again, see, this is annoying. I have to redo this every time. Re-put my monitoring on. So we're going to do an 8-bar intro here. So we'll do this. And hit the record button there, and it'll give us 1 bar of... Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity to set up our options. Because I'm using guitar, I'll actually want to have an additional bar of pre-count. So we can make our pre-count 2 bars. It means it'll just give us a little more time to get our schnizzle together. So let's do that. So now we're going to get 2 Bs, 2 bars. Why does it record there? Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what those weird sounds are, the end of my guitar is hitting my keyboard over here, which is handy. Now, what did I do wrong there? Why is it not recording from there? Because it should give me 2 bars and then it should record from there. But it's recording back from there. So what have I done wrong? I'm probably... Do I need to change this every time so that it's there? I thought it would just record from my playhead. So these are the trials and tribulations I'm going to try and work out so that we can get on top of this together. All right, there we go. Okay, that's going to work. But for whatever reason, I've record enabled that 3rd track. We will get there again. You are the brave ones who are fronting here while we're doing this. If you get frustrated at any point, just go away for the rest of the month and come back in May, and we'll do some nice, concise tutorials once I've actually learned how to do it. All right, so we've got our microphone up here. Ba 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 bee, ba ba, and this is going to help us because we can sing along and we can capture some of these ideas. Dogbert's got a suggestion here. If you go into audio settings and select play audio tracks while recording, you can hear yourself play over the same track on a guitar. Ah, cool. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Is there one to play back even when monitoring? Is that what that is? We'll experiment with that in a minute. Let's get on and record this section now, shall we? 2, 3, 4. So here's our intro. All right, we've lost the kick drum because I realized I didn't loop that out. But that's okay. It seems to be working. We're recording. The levels seem to be okay. Let's just give it a quick test run here by taking that off, apparently. So here's our intro into our lead in. All right, that's cool. Now, is there a looping function? Because in GarageBand, what I do is I just tap this and I go, loop it forever. But do we need to literally just copy and paste this all the way out? I think we do. From memory, I think that was the way we needed to work it. So let's get this kick drum all the way through so we can use this as our metronome. Hopefully I was hoping if we just pasted it would take our playhead to the next spot automatically, but it doesn't look like it. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. People are dashing to the comments and to the chat now to say, Pete, you're an idiot. You need to do it in this really quick and simple way, not in this asinine way. Yeah, idiot. But I just want this kick drum to go through and loop all the way across. So we'll get it to there for now until we run out of space later. All right. So we've got our opening, Pete's opening. So we've got our opening there, and then we've got the first 8 bars, which are going to go to there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, right up to there. Let's do some split work here so that we can start sort of getting these compartmentalized. So there's our lead in. We've got 2 bars of lead in. We've got 8 bars of intro. Our first verse is going to be here. And we only did, we did one run through here. It's going to do it again. Yep. And then there's our cut point. So we'll split it out there again. In fact, we can just trim it back, can't we? Trim it. All right. And then we want to do the second part of this first verse. So that's here sort of 8 bars. And then we're just going to do another E, G, D. There. So Synth Widow, Joe, who knows Cubasis, says, I think it's just copy and paste. Right, well then I don't feel so bad, but I do feel a bit bad because it means that that's the only way I can do it now in the future, which is a bit clunky, but that's okay. We'll learn things. I'm sure we'll learn tricks and hacks as we go along. So let's record the second part of this and build out this demo. We'll get our 2 bars of count in, I think, from where? Oh, is it going back to the start? Okay, it has. All right, undo. Now, I'm getting my head around this, but does this bit need to be... Oh, you know what it is? You know why it is? All right, people are screaming at their screens. It's because I have that on. Without that on, it should let me just freeform record, yeah? I think I'm an idiot. All right. No, I'm not an idiot. I'm just learning. All right, let's go with this next section, shall we? We've got the 2 tracks. We've got them both. What is it called? Monitoring. And we'll get our 2 bar. There we go. And then... Helps if you can play guitar properly. Undo. Go back. Let's try that one more time. Go away, undo recording. All right. Yeah, we don't need the metronome. We do need this track a little louder, though. We need our kick track a little louder. And I thought there was a way to actually... Yeah, I thought there was... Yeah, channel. There it is. So we can just adjust the channel here. So let's give ourselves a bit more kick so we can have a little more metronome in the ears. Oh no. See, we've automatically put that on when we selected the track somehow. We'll get there, folks, don't you worry. All right. 3, 2, 3, 4. Now that kick drum is way too heavy. That's all right. We'll go back to where we were cutting into that. Oh, this is going to do my head in. All right, that's where our bridge is going to come in, or our pre-chorus, as it may be. So we'll line up there onto 27. And this is going to be over onto a C. And I really do need to work out a way that I can get playback without having to turn the monitoring off and on all the time. But 1, 2. Da, da. Still got too much clunky on that bass. Da, da, da. All right, try it again. Play the actual C chord this time, Pete. Da, 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 da. That was what I did last time. I've got to go to the G. We'll just do that again because it's going to be easier. Oh, it'd be nicer if the playhead dropped back to where you started. There's got to be an option for that, yeah? 1, 2. Da, 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 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where our hook comes in. Got it? Got it? Good. All right. We're getting there, folks. We are getting there. I promise you. So, come back. 2, 3, 4. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Bump. And then that's where we kick in. All right. So there is everything that we want here up to where things come back in, yeah? So what we can now do is hopefully we can just sort of select and drag some stuff around. So if I go to select in the top here, what I want to do is grab this, bump, and move all this over to here. We can copy and paste it back into its right spot in a minute. That's going to go to tap and hold, drag, bump. All right. Now, so because this is where our hook sort of comes in again, and we've already done that in the last episode. So what we should be able to do is, I hope, is select all of these. So we need to tap select again. We need to tap outside here. We should be able to draw a box like that and then bring these all across to where's the spot at the end of those guitar and vocal recordings. So we'll drag it. Oh, I've selected that one too. That's all right. We'll pick that back up in a minute. So it should be able to drop in there. We'll just zoom in. No, we've missed the spot by a long shot. We'll zoom on back. Tap and hold. Drag it. All right. So that's in the spot there. These ones we can tap and hold and bring. Okay. Select again. Select. It's a little bit clunky to get used to the editing, but we'll get there. Select all these ones and bring them back. I've got to remember, I've got to think back to when I first started using GarageBand. I'm sure I was just as slow and clunky trying to move things around in GarageBand because it's not always the most intuitive either. So it's not you, it's me. Cubasis, I'm telling you. All right, that's cool. We're good there, and then we need a little bit of this at the very front, don't we? So we should just be able to move just this one and put it there. Yep, and then trim it back like that. And then grab one of these and copy it and paste it. All right, and then I reckon we'll be able to listen through to our kind of first section. And then through the power of copy and paste, we should be able to kind of build this out because we're just going to kind of repeat this for other verses and other choruses. So that's not too bad. We're only 15 minutes or 20 minutes in here, and we managed to get our stuff together. So let's see if this worked. Let's see if this all came together, and it's going to sound like I meant it to. So let's play. Lead in. Do 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 do. Eight bars of intro. Into the first verse. Second half of the first verse. Of course, we don't have words yet. Into the pre-chorus. Coming into the chorus. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Oh, because I've still got them all. Oh, the big climax, and you know what? Pete had them all muted. But this is a good chance to check out our unmute all button, because this is one of the cool things. Because in GarageBand, I would have had to come down and go, duh, and unmute them all. But we do have this global mute unmute function, so that's cool. So let's listen to just that last bit leading across here again.
Da, 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 da. 2, 3, 4. Time flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is.
Cool. So that's going to work there, but of course it's going to sort of change up because we're going from one style to another. But just want to make sure that we get the hook in the right spot here. So let's just record along some guitar to go along with this, just to make sure that everything's going to work, and then we can go back into a second verse. So we'll see if we just play along with the hook, and then we'll record in the second verse live. We've got everything. All right, monitor, record. We're in the right spot. I think everything's cool. Let's try it. 2, 3, 4.
Time flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time flies and you're out of here. One more pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da da da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da da da.
There you go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we're then at the point again where that's where our hook, our chorus will come back in again. There you go. 2, 3, 4. Right there. Okay. So we'll again Splitsville, split these up so that we know where we're at. And it looks like we're nicely back on the grid here with our kick drum, which is cool. So we can again bring our hook, and obviously when we do the final version, we're going to mix it up so that you don't have the exact same sounds everywhere, because you don't really just want, like, you want to vary it up. So we'll have different synth sounds, we'll have different things going on here. Select, come on Pete, select, drag, copy. Need to learn my keyboard shortcuts. I think that will really speed up the process here. And then come into the spot we need it. And can we do this? Can we paste the whole lot? Hey, there we go. All right, so we can do a giant paste there. So again, we'll play along here with the chorus. And then I don't really know a bridge. I haven't really written a bridge yet. So we'll experiment out and get a bridge in for at least for this demo version. So we'll we'll put our monitoring back on. Hello. Hello. All right. And we'll play along with the hook, and then we'll just see. We'll take it to the bridge, and we'll just see what it's going to do. By the way, I have an idea. Thank you. You said at the very start, and I missed it, but you had submitted to YML. I'll check and make sure that you're in the list. But as long as you've filled in that Google Doc, and anyone else that wants a song featured on Your Music Live this weekend, go ahead and do that. You can submit your song, and I will listen to it and hopefully give it a spin on, if not this week, then on a future YML, because we have a backlog. The backlog's at about 100 songs at the moment. We do about 40 a week. So that gives you an idea. It's usually about a 3-week delay. Let's hit record and record this one on in, shall we? So we're back to the hook.
Time flies when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time flies and you're out of here. One more run and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21.
I don't have my metronome, but that's the sort of thing. I think it needs to go into like a breakdown section. What do you reckon? Like just like a really minimalistic like boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, 1 point, and just repeat the hook a bunch there, and then sort of go into a big final chorus. Because I don't want it to be a long song. I'm not here for long songs. I'm not a big fan of long songs. But yeah. Oh, I tapped something the wrong way there, and I thought, yeah, look, I shifted the audio. Got to be careful with that. It's very simple to grab stuff and just shimmy the actual audio like that, which is not good. You want to actually grab the handles when you're trimming. Otherwise, you get that weird thing where you're slightly out of there, where you're slightly out of sync. So let's just make sure that this works in here, and we're aligned.
1.21.
I like that synth. There's something about that morning pad, which for whatever reason I keep calling Morning Glory in my head because I'm a dirty boy. Let's what's going on here today. It's still early. It's still early, but I'm pretty excited about this song coming together. And the good thing about this is you get to kind of hear it as you go, because it's different just hearing a song at the end. And I was saying this during the week. I was talking to some folks about like YouTube and about content creation and about music. And I said at the time, I listen to music so much more when I know the people and I know the process. So I'm listening to like Indigo Sunsets and Gary Hubbs and Jade Starr because I know like they document the process of how they create their songs. And I want to know that. I want the behind the scenes stuff. And I think if more people actually showed the behind the scenes process of what they did, A, it would help other people learn some tips and techniques for their production, and B, it would make them want to listen to the final product, because you get to see when you listen to this and it's some like disco song with lots of synths and panning and effects, and you remember back to Pete strumming on an acoustic guitar laying down the demo. Isn't that cooler somehow, or is that just me? Let me know. Yes, where is the confounded bridge? Have you seen the bridge? There you go. Vocoded 1.21, and maybe this breakdown bit is where we go into like a vocoded 1.21 for like, you know, a few bars with like some cool like synths and things moving around in the background. We'll experiment with that as we go. But for now, let's because I think it just goes. I'll do a muted chord and do the 1.21 a bunch of times, and then we'll go into like I think a big final chorus. I think that's it. 2 verses, 2 choruses, a bridge, and then a final chorus. With those pre-choruses in between, I think an 80s synth rock song, it can be straightforward. Yeah, we don't have to do a whole bunch of complex bridging and other variation. I think that can come in the adding and subtracting of instruments as we go. So let's record in this little breakdown part, shall we? We'll hit the record button. It'll give us 2 counts in. 2.
1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21.
What happened with the kick there? Did I not copy and paste the kick properly in that section? It seemed to jump. It did. I'm like, did I just have a weird like conniption, or did that kick drum lose its spot? So I've pasted it in the wrong spot. There you go. Rookie mistake, Johns. Rookie mistake. All right, but I'm getting ideas in my head as I was doing that. Oh god, I got all these. That's right. There's only 2 left. I'll just move them back onto the grid. That's one way to mess yourself up. I'm like, Cubasis, don't fail me now. Oh, wait, it was me. It was my fault. Sorry, Steinberg. My bad. All right, so I'm going to redo that just because I've got an idea. I got idea. So we'll delete all these and we'll redo that, because what I'm going to do, we're going to do the breakdown, and then when it goes back into the chorus, we're going to do the 1.21 like as like a background vocal to the chorus, so we combine the two and we do the 1.21 right throughout as like a bit of a relapse to the hook, if you know what I mean. You'll get it when we get there. So we'll hit the record button. Where am I recording? Oh, I've got the loop thing back on. All right, undo that. Wherever you are, I've got the loop thing, so it's recording down the end there. All right, this is going to work this time. There we go. 4, 5, 2.
1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21.
There you go. Dunsky. Right, so the idea there is that when we go into that, so after the first round of the breakdown, when we get to here, we bring back the chorus and then we double it up. So we do both. We do the 1.21 with the actual chorus. So let's just see what it sounds like again. This is all just experimentation here. How does this compare to your songwriting process, by the way? Let me know. We'll have some time to chat after we've got this demo down. So let me know. If you're here live, let me know in the chat. Do you tackle things this way? Do you use a different way? Do you write a whole demo song out and then record that and then tweak it? Do you do more experimental stuff like I'm doing here? I'd love to hear your approach and how you do it. All right, so we'll come here. We've copied those. We will paste them into here and bring it on home. Paste. The reason I'm to keep tapping out here is I'm used to GarageBand where you tap there and you get a context menu. I'm not quite in the groove of coming up here and hitting the paste button to paste in our stuff. So what I'm going to do, let's see if this works together. So we'll play back the end of the last verse, last chorus, going into this breakdown, and then we'll bring it on back, and we'll see if it works having this overlaid with our 1.21s going on there. Let's see.
Lone pine and you disappear, you're done. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21.
During this bit, we'll be hearing like some wee 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 like that. And then like a build or imagine like reverse cymbals coming up. Drop.
Sometimes feels you're the only one. 1.21. Time that flies in your eyes. 1.21. One lone pine and you disappear. 1.21.
Yeah? What do you reckon? I think that could be a jam. I think that ending would work. Like once you get a couple of vocals doing the 1.21, sort of pan left and right with some bouncy delay and reverb, and then you've got that sort of one, the main lyric doing it down the middle, I think that could actually work quite well. I know. I think we're getting close to a bit of a demo here. So we'll erase those out. And we just need to find where we want that very last kick, just so that we can. And again, I like the idea of just having this single kick drum. That's why I keep getting that do there, because I've got my kick drum metronome is dodgy. I'll redo that in a minute, just so that I don't have to have that, because it can literally just go all the way through. Yeah, look at this business here. Good one, Pete. I'm surprised I'm actually able to do it at all, because I've been working to that metronome. Anyway, so where's this last kick going to be? It's going to be around here. There. There you go. There you go. All right. Yeah, right. Okay. And then like a nice abrupt cutoff for the end. So that's where we're at. We'll come back and have a quick squizzle at the end and see if we need to do any tweaking or playing around to get it close to a finished product. But let's see what other folks have got to say about how they do things. So, boss, hello to you. I have an idea. Studio, I guess, has been getting good as of late. Sorry, it might be halfway through a conversation there. Guzzo says, I like the way you do this. The da-da-da melody line works well and write the lyrics later. Yeah, I've been doing that for ages, and I thought I was a weirdo freak, and then I've worked out that a lot of other people do it too. And even Steven Tyler from Aerosmith used to do that. Like, dude looks like a lady was just da-da-da-da-da-do, and then he's like, dude looks like a lady. So I'm like, okay, I'm not that. Yeah, I totally need a riser. Like, in a couple of those sections, and like some ba-doo, 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 doo-doo. Like, there's so many cool 80s synths. We're going to have so much fun in the episode where we explore 80s synth sounds. Tom Rochelle says, wonder if you could get away with sampling Christopher Lord saying, great Scott, without getting into too much copyright trouble. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? I have been thinking about that. I'm kind of living on the edge a little bit, just doing Back to the Future related things, because it's going to draw attention. If I sample Back to the Future, what I could probably do is just do my own impersonation. Great Scott, this is heavy. I can just do my own things. I don't know. But yeah, I like the idea there. Thank you, Omino. Thank you, Ivan. Cheers, Mark. Russ Wood. Yeah, Russ lives on the edge. You're like, I'll bloody sample that. I will. Sorry, Russ. Yeah, Clayton Von Clue says, I hear all kinds of rises, reverse and backwards vocal. Yeah. Again, we're going to be able to 80s the crud out of this thing. It's going to be hecka fun, right? Totally. I like the crossover lyrics. Need a lead break. Yeah. We do, don't we? We need, where's my guitar? Other track. No, there. Yeah. So it's... Maybe I could... Maybe that's maybe we do actually literally have a guitar solo. Obviously not on an acoustic. See, this is why I like this. I love the spontaneity and the serendipity of having people here, because you just throw out things like put a lead break in, Pete, and I'm like, yeah, it's funny because I don't use lead stuff, but it's actually kind of a cool idea. Let's experiment with this, and then we've got to do some track naming here because my tracks are looking messy. But yeah, if we come back to the start. When we've got this intro going on here, maybe it literally has the main theme to get you started of the like a guitar bit. Let's add a track and find out, shall we? Add an audio track. Let's put it down there for some reason because that's where I was done. Track 5, track 7, track 2, track 5. We're all over the place here. We need to do some track naming. Next episode maybe a cleanup episode. So lead in. Yeah. All right, let's just try a little guitar solo just because Guzzo has me intrigued here. Make sure this is on our guitar input, which it is now, and we can hit the record button and we'll just do a little intro. Oh, you know what? We're recording across everything. Stop it. Undo. Don't record those tracks. Do record this track. Okay. Oh, do. Lead in. Do 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 do. I kind of dig that. Yeah. Guzzo, you're a genius. I think we have that in there. So we do our intro here, and then we go in with the lead in. Do 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 do. Let's because I've never played with them before. Let's quickly play with the. I think we have some effects, some guitar amp sims in here. Do we? Am I making that up? Internal effects. Do we have guitars? Help me out, folks. Do we amp sim? There we go. Oh, we have a amp sim. Okay, we're a little light on here. I was hoping presets. No, factory presets. Okay, all right. So what's something 80s-y that we would have here? Tune me up. Yeah, looks like they're all pretty straightforward ones. We'd have to find something. Let's just go with a leader and see what this does. Oh, geez, that sounds just atrocious. Okay, so it's doing something there. Let's just throw a quick flanger on here or something just to see what it could sound like. Reverb, yeah, flanger or a phaser. Phaser might be cool on this one. So. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not going to be. It's definitely not going to be an acoustic guitar. But if we get we could even do just a synth or something. But yeah, I like the idea of having that lead in there. Does anyone else use Cubasis, color code your instruments, drums green, bass blue, etc.? I don't yet, but I'm sure I will in the future. Moses. Yeah, maybe Christopher Lord said it's somewhere outside of the actual movie that we could actually find. That would be cool. Hey, buddy. Hey, Joey Helpish. A bass slider would be sweet. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah. Like I said, hang around. We're definitely going to have some fun when we get into doing some synths and adding some loops and some effects. Could be fun. Back to Omino likes to scat before my lyrics. Yeah, so apparently it's a pretty common thing to just do the do baba doo ja bow. Drummer track, can't stand the metronome, then scratch track, then the rest. Yeah, getting the metronome out of the way is kind of the first thing I like to do. I think it's going. Yeah, thank you. I think it's going to come there. Yeah, I should use a color scheme for sure. Hello, Ian Tyndale. Good to have you here. Plan to release the track as an NFT real soon. Yeah, I still don't understand it. People have explained cryptocurrency and NFTs to me. Still don't quite get. I still don't know how something that's digital can be rare or like scarce. But that's just me. I'm an old man. Yeah, pick up that dusty guitar. Electric guitar with heavy chorus. Yeah, exactly. We need some heavy flanging and chorusing going on for sure. A little bit of vibrato on the guitar there. Yep. Is this production done in OBS? I'm actually using StreamYard, so I don't use OBS at all. I like StreamYard. So that's what I go with. Thank you. Yeah, it's just very professional way. Well, kind of, except that I don't. I do like to do that splitting up because that just helps me in the future know my sections. So I'll do a little bit of more of that off camera so that we can do that. What will we do without undo? I know. I struggle big time. It's a bit of a, yeah, you know what? If it's a hobby, that's cool. No problem at all. Yeah, StreamYard is it. So and look, it's interesting. I don't use I've got a very simple setup. So I've got literally webcam. I know it doesn't seem simple, but I've got webcam. I've got a mixer, which all my audio goes through, including my iPad. And then I use Reflector 3 to put my iPad up on my screen, run StreamYard, say show that screen and that camera, and I'm away. So yeah, I've looked at things like the Atom Minis and other sort of switches and having HDMI cameras going. Sorry, HDMI. I hate the word H. There's no H at the start of H. Yeah. Hello, Sion. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Tonebridge time. I know. Oh yeah, Russ. We've got to get some 80s tones. We'll need to work out what 80s guitar sound from a song would actually be the one to go for. That could be cool. Hey, Rob B, hope you're doing well. We'll just see. I think we're nearly caught up on the chat here. Anyone mess with Machine or Native Instruments? Yeah, Doug at the sound test room. He's been playing with Machine lately. Looks very, very cool. Don't be sad, Benjamin. It goes on sale quite often, and save up. If you like the look of it, save up your coin, and then get yourself some Cubasis if you want to, or hang around for the month. You'll get to live vicariously through me and see how I go with it. All right, let's go back to the track, back to the track, and just see where we're at with this. So I just want to make sure that it makes sense as an overall song structure. I might as well record in again while I'm listening to it, just to get. Do I just play along? Maybe I just play. No, I can't do both, can I? Let's practice some duplicating. So can we select multiple tracks? If I select these two, no, I can't. I can't select multiple tracks. I was hoping I could just duplicate out these two tracks, but it looks like I have to separately duplicate that one and then separately duplicate that one, and then move this one up to there and delete out all the audio. Okay, that's a little bit clunkified, but that's all right. And then select it all and then erase it. All right, we'll get there. Again, keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to do a whole show on keyboard shortcuts because I want to. Speaking of because, thank you, Ivan Idea. You know what? We haven't done a joke in a while. I haven't had a super chat for a while, so we're going to do the joke. We've got to come over here to do the joke because I know there's some folks who are new to the channel and new to the stream. Without folks like Ivan Idea, we wouldn't be able to keep the lights on here at Studio Live today, and we'd look a little something like this. And then we'd look even more like this. Double joke, double joke. There you go. Doug stole my joke. So now we turn the lights off and we cover the camera because that's how we'd be. You'd be in the dark and or with bad lighting if it wasn't for folks like you. So thank you. Let's jump over here and let's just play this through. Oop, that's a very small screen. Let's go with this one. Let's play this through and play along and see if this is going to work. And I'll make up some words. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do the word? Kind of just random word thrown out there kind of thing. I'll leave these tracks on, but what I'm going to do is just drop their volume down pretty low so we're not super distracted by what I've already got in there. Let's just have a listen to how this is going to sound. Could probably come up a little bit. All right. All right, cool. There we go. So let's play this one through and just have some fun and see. I'll just record scratch and we'll just I'll randomly make up vocals as we go on. I'll turn this mic down because we're over on, I've still got the keyboard fired up there. So we'll turn down this mic and we'll come over just onto this one. And we'll even, so we can get a little bit of a feels going on here, we'll even add in a little bit of effect here. What about a little bit of verb? Because you can always use a bit of verb in your life, can't you? A little bit of verb. That's too much verb. We want a very subtle verb. Just a little ambience. Ba, 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 ba. Down in the mix. All right. And then if we add in, oh shit. I mean, not that word. Add a little delay. Bye. Some quarter note delay. Ba. Time goes by and you're having fun. All right. Just 2%. It's amazing. Like you put the tiniest bit of delay on and it goes nuts. All right. And we got our... Let's tune up a little. Tuning. If you're wondering about the capo on the first fret, it's because I tune my guitar to E flat almost all the time. So to play in E minor, I need to put a capo on the first fret. All right, let's do this thing. We'll finish off with this. We've got about 12 minutes left, so we can play this and record a whole way through. See if I can remember. Get used to this song structure.
Back to the future today. I wonder how I could ever do anything else. It's my favorite movie. Christopher Lloyd and Marty McFly. One of those is the name of the actor, the other's the character. Should probably do something different, but I'm just making up some lyrics for this song, and I hope that they'll be better soon. Time that flies when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy this is.
I'm not recording the other track, am I?
Time that flies and you're out of here. One more time bop boo. Da 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 da.
Ran out of words.
Da 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 da. Running into a pile of manure. Sleeping with my mom is almost a thing that I did today. And my brother and sister are just disappearing. 'Cause that photo I brought is a hideous omen of the future. Time goes by when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time that flies and you're out of here. One long pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. 1.21. Time that flies and you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time that flies and you're out of here. One low pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21.
And yes, I didn't record this track, so we only got. We had to drop all the audio because we got a kaboom. That was the flux capacitor kicking in. We got to 88 miles per hour, and then the flux capacitor kicked in, and it broke everything. I don't know why that went so loud and why it did that thing that it just did, but there was the boom. There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. I apologize. Yes, an explosive stream. For anyone with headphones on like me, I sincerely apologize. I'm going to turn the volume down. I have turned the volume down. See, there it is. I'm going to turn the volume right down. What was it with this track? What happened on this track that made that happen? I'll have to go back and review. See, it wouldn't be a stream in this series without something weird happening. Yeah, how many gigawatts was that, Sion? That was 1.21 gigawatts. I apologize. Yes, your neighbors would be loving you. Yeah. Everyone dropping out. I know you're like, oh, Pete's playing some nice little acoustic. And then it's just like, kaboom! I honestly don't know how that suddenly happened. Let's turn this channel right down. All right, we'll bring it, undo that. And we'll bring it up. And why is it not even playing anything? Have I lost my audio completely? No, I didn't, because when I was playing the other ones, it was coming through. Oh, no, I've turned it down over here. There it is. All right, bring it on up. Ran out of words. So it's totally fine there. Turn the volume back down again. Come back over here. Turn it back up.
Into a pile of manure. Sleeping with my mom is almost a thing.
Okay, so I had the vocal on, but I wasn't recording the guitar direct. So sorry, you wouldn't be able to hear the guitar super well when I was playing along there. And then I blew your heads off with that explosion. It exploded. But yeah, I don't know what did that. I'm going to have to go back and watch again and see. Mate, that was obviously, that was the bolt of lightning hitting the clock tower. And that was the 1.21 gigawatts that went in there. it could be quite humorous. I'll have to clip that bit out and put it on TikTok. Like, isn't that what all music on TikTok is now? Just people digitally clipping that sound. Maybe not. All right. So we're towards the end of this show. Yeah, I know. Clayton Von Kluge has it right. I gave up trying to figure out electronic studio glitches. They're weirder and weirder all the time. I know. And thankfully, I do have my headphone volumes down pretty low because I've learnt from the past that, yeah, don't be living on the edge when you're recording and when you're doing some experimental stuff, because it could just go kaboom. And if it kabooms, it's going to be at its max volume. And if even if you're doing things at half volume, if it suddenly clicks to max volume, you can do yourself some serious hearing damage. So, but anyway, I'll leave that in there. What I'll do overnight before we return tomorrow and continue working on this track is I'll split these up. I'll make sure that I have them, and I'll do some renaming of these chunks. So these tracks here, I'm just going to delete that. That was just silliness, but it was fun to sort of play along. But I'll get confused. I'll be like, why do I have two of these again? So we'll delete that track, and we'll delete that track. And there you go. So we've got our little lead guitar bit, we've got our guitar and our vocals, we've got our kick drum, metronome going through there, and then we've got our instruments here that are doing our little hook thing. And we're pretty much good to go, I think. Yeah. Thank you, Dean. Yeah. I think it went well until it didn't. There you go. But thank you everyone for being here. We do have Jade Star coming up. Where are you, Jade? Where are you? I know you put your link there. I can't find it. There you go. Up next in 5 minutes, we'll be looking at the world synth. If you like some world instruments, get your world synth on and jump over to Jade Star's channel, How To app on iOS. Yes, and please be advised that a certain DAW will blow at 1.21 gigawatts. All right. Let's go out listening, because like I'm digging on this Andy bit. I think bringing these two together will be kind of cool. So let's just play a little bit of this breakdown section going into our last chorus, and then we'll sign off and say goodbye here. I'll do a little bit. Yes, and thank you, Rob. I know a few folks have dropped some lyric ideas and they seem really cool. If you can do me a solid, and once the video processes, the live video, if you can put them in the comments of that video, we'll be returning. When I start doing the comments, I know I've got some people who've put comments on some posts I did on the original videos. I'm going to bring them all together into my little notepad here. So if you can do that, that'd be super cool. All right, let's play out with a little bit of this tune. I'm going to turn the volume all the way down on my mixer, and then we're going to hit play, and then I'll bring it on up, and I'll do a little mixing. Let's go into our mixer and mix this in and get the demo sounding about where it should be. All right, let's go. Is that guitar, vocal?
1.21 1.21
Need to name these tracks really badly.
Time that flies and it's 1.21. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time that flies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21.
I think that even though they're in just this demo, I'm almost positive those morning pads at the end there are just going to do their thing at the end. Very cool. Yes, and yeah, I do. I think I'll do an acoustic cover of this. I should record that today, and then I can say, hey, if you're not catching this, here's an acoustic version of the song that we're producing in Cubasis. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Steinberg again, who were kind enough to give me the copy of Cubasis. They've also given me access to all the add-ins, so all of the plugins and extras that we have in Cubasis. So when we get to the mixing phase, we're going to be exploring all of those. So tomorrow we might pivot back and do some more learning. So because we're going to start using some MIDI, we might learn some of the MIDI functions and the keys and the pads in here. So please join me for that one. And then, of course, we've got a big weekend of content content here on the channel, here on Studio Live today, Your Music Live, GarageBand Weekly, and the Creator Town Hall, as well as a happy hour for you. And then next week, we'll come back and we'll turn this demo into an actual song. We'll be doing some tracking and recording, and then getting ready to mix, master, and release the beast upon the world. So thank you everyone for being here. Remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to everyone else. Keep creating, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.